Well, guys, I'm in my truck camper, and it's time to cook. I got my stove. I got steak here, some vegetables to put on the steak or whatever. I got a sweet potato. I got some canned spray, some rolls. I cheated on the rolls. I was gonna make some cornbread, but I decided not to. I got a little salt for seasoning. Keeping it simple. So we're gonna take care of this. Put this together. These little canisters come with this little opener. It's a good thing it comes with this because that thing would be hard as hell to get open, by hand. It's doable, but it wouldn't be easy. I guess this is a snuffer for these. But yeah, let me get to work. So first thing, I take the tops off of those canisters of fuel. They're 6-hour fuel, and put them in the tray, and put the top tray on top of them. Goes on top. If everything fits perfectly together, nice and snug. There the wicks are. I'm gonna go ahead and light those up. There we go. Oh, it was lit. Oh, these things are sneaky. They'll be lit and you won't know it. You won't be able to see it. Let me see. Yeah, the light is off. With the light off, you can see that it's lit. But with the light on, you can see it now. But before, you couldn't see nothing. It was lit up, but I couldn't tell. But okay, they're all lit. So now, I just take the whole little assembly and slide it into the oven, like so. That goes right in. I don't know if I need to open this up or not. Okay, so when those are in, you can't open that. You don't have the option of opening this because I guess it gets plenty of air, already. So that's cool. Now I'm gonna close it up and I'm gonna see how long it takes for the temperature to rise inside there. I got an extra pan here. I wanna see if this pan is going to work with this. Yeah, that works perfectly. That works perfectly. There we go. So I can put my food in this pan here and go to town. While I'm waiting on that to heat up, I'm gonna go ahead and spray my surface down with this spray can stuff, and see what we got. I got all my heat off in here to conserve power because I'm gonna use just the power from my inverter I got down there for everything. I'm gonna stay out here until it gets uncomfortable. I have to go back in the house. That's how I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna use house power. I'm gonna disconnect from all house power and just use that thing there. Which probably won't last long if I microwave anything or if I turn the big heater on. I got a big heater in here with me today. The bigger one. I think it's a 700 watt heater as opposed to a 250 watt heater because that 250 watt heater did not do very well last night. I was still cold, but the blanket saved the day because the heat from the blanket kept me warm and cold was hot, so he kept me warm sleeping next to me or whatever, so it was good. But okay, I'm gonna go to work now. My steak I got from Walmart. I got this a few days ago, might have been a week, whatever, but I never froze it, so it's good. There's some vegetables. I got some onions and green peppers and stuff to season it with. Sitting in the refrigerator for a while, so it don't look too good, but it's gonna be all right. It ain't gonna kill me. So that's gonna be how I'm making my meal. Got some salt, and let me get on it. Okay, there we go. I got some oil on the pan. I lightly salted both sides of my steak, and I put my green peppers and onions and red peppers on top of the steak. So it's ready to go in the oven right now. I can see light from the stove in there. Oh, this turns. So this allows you to be able to have a little leverage when you're pulling it in and out. So, and it doesn't close completely, so you got a little airspace around the edge to allow for the stove to vent. And on top here, gotta open it right there. And right here, there you can see the cooking compartment. As they're going, I'm gonna close that back up because I'm letting heat out. And this little door here is very thick. So, and this wood little handle here, nice little accent. And like I say, this thing looks like a piece of furniture, guys. It really looks good. I'm really proud of the way that looks. I really like that. So, anyway, my thermometer hasn't moved yet. Well, it has moved a little bit. So, we're gonna wait and see how long it takes for it to get to be, what do we say? I'm gonna say 300 degrees, and I'll put the food inside. Yeah, I'm gonna let it preheat to 300 degrees, and then I'll put the food in. All right, I'm still waiting. So, hey Siri, what time is it?
It's 7:14 p.m.
Okay, so we're starting at 7:14. So we'll see how long it takes for it to get to 300 degrees. Hey Siri, how's the weather?
It's currently clear and 27 degrees. Temperatures will be fairly consistent, averaging about 25 degrees.
Okay, you guys heard that. So I'm in the truck. I'm comfortable right now, but I turned my heaters off, both heaters off. I had them on to preheat everything before I got in here, but it's comfortable in here. So this thing holds heat pretty good, you know. So we're gonna see how this works out. This should heat up and heat the whole thing up by cooking, whatever. The top is warm to the touch already. So I want to see if I can cook on the top of here. If I can use a pan, a frying pan or something. Like I got this thing here. If I can sit there on top of there and cook some eggs or something or some bacon on top of that while I got, you know, rolls or something cooking inside here, that would be beautiful. You know, or fry some, you know, potatoes or something, anything, that would be nice. So I'm gonna see if that works, whatever. But anyway, we'll see. Well, I'm still waiting. It's getting there. It's at, looks like about 150 degrees now and still rising, so it's doing good. While I was waiting, I went on ahead and got my potato ready. I sprayed it with some oil and rubbed it on it good and poked a few holes in it so that the heat can be able to penetrate it a little better. And changed my light source. I got my little light going there. So that's not so intrusive, you know, light-wise. And I done kicked my shoes off, made myself comfortable. I got my inverter down here going. So everything's looking good. I'm entertaining myself watching a video on the on my little tablet, and got me a couple of beverages to drink here. So I'm sitting pretty. While I'm waiting, I'm gonna snack on these Hershey's Kisses. I love my chocolate. So sitting here, I'm just waiting. Just waiting. Okay guys, we're at 200 degrees. I wanted to wait until 300, but I'm sitting here and starting to feel a little woozy while I'm watching my darn videos or whatever. Remember now, this is flame being done inside enclosed space. So I just turned it off, but I had my fan on here, which exhausts air out of the camper. And I've turned my heaters on down here to pull air in from outside. Air comes in through that door there, the bottom of that door. So it's bringing the cool air in and forcing it in, and the fan is pulling air out so that should get some of the monoxide out of here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the oven now because it's at 200. Hey Siri, what time is it?
It's It's 8:03 p.m.
8:03. Okay, so I forgot what time it was when we started, but this is going in right now. Don't feel that warm in there at all. Outside of it is hot, though. Pretty hot right there. So we'll see. So I can smell a faint chemical odor, probably from the the factory when they were putting it together and everything. So, but it's going to take a while. At this rate, it's going to take a while. So I'm just going to let it keep going and whatever, and let it do its thing, and we'll see. Okay, guys, let's do a check. Hey Siri, what time is it?
It's 2:33 a.m.
Okay. Siri, what's the outside temperature? Hey Siri, what's the outside temperature?
It's 19 degrees outside.
Okay, you hear that, guys? Okay. Now, full disclosure, I haven't been in here all that time. I left this thing on, which it has gone off now, because I turned one of these off. I covered it up. I left the other one running, and it was at 200 degrees when I did that, and it wouldn't go any higher than that. So to keep something from catching on fire or keeping my food from burning up, I turned it off, one of them, and left the other one going, which that one has burnt completely out. This one is out now. This one is still pretty much full, so I'm going to put a fresh one in here with that one and turn them both on so that I can get this thing heated back up again. I haven't checked to see how my food is doing yet. Maybe I should do that first, because maybe it's done. I left some water on top, of this top here, because that gets pretty hot. And to boil water so I can make some cocoa, but it's cold now. The top of it is cold to touch, so let's see what we got. Okay. My potato is still hot. My meat is still not cooked yet. Potatoes are starting to wilt a little bit, whatever. It got warm in there, but it didn't get really hot enough to actually cook the food in all that time. So I'm gonna reset this stuff and turn things back on again. And there's condensation inside the stove, a lot of condensation. So I'm gonna say that this thing is a fail for its cooking inside with these heater things here. It'll probably get it done, but it'll probably take 12 hours or something like that to cook a steak like that. Or if I would have left both of them on, it probably would have been done and good. But I got nervous, and I turned one of them off, and then I went into the house because I don't want to be found in this thing dead because I was stupid, and I went to sleep with some burning candles going, and all my oxygen got burnt up and whatever, and I got, carbon monoxide. That's not the way I want to go out. It would be really sad to be found in your car dead because of something stupid, because something you done bought from Amazon that you were stupid and went to sleep and did something goofy or whatever. Don't do that, guys. This thing gives off heat, but it's minimal on the outside, in these temperatures. Now these people are probably cooking on television or on the videos with this thing. They're probably cooking with it inside in the summertime when it's already like 70 or 80 degrees outside, or inside wherever they're cooking, and it's got a head start. It's 19 degrees out here, guys. I do have other heaters going inside here, but to be fair, it's 19 degrees out here. So as a survival unit, if this is all you got in canisters, it's not going to keep you warm inside your truck. And so with that said, I restarted it again, putting 2 more canisters in there. And now, it might have been my fault why this thing didn't work as expected. when I closed it up the first time, then you can see space through this thing here where you can see the flame because it wasn't closed completely tight. It was like this. And that was because I never did turn the grate around so that this is supposed to go all the way in and sit flush and closed up completely. And it wasn't like that, so now it is. Now we're gonna see now if there's a difference in how this works. So like I said, we got condensation inside here. That's probably from the food. And I got some water on top, and I put a couple of eggs in there. So we're gonna see how that fares. And we're gonna see if it makes a difference with that closed completely, because that was my fault. I did not close it completely. So it might have been user error why it didn't work as good as expected the last time. So I'm gonna give it another chance. We're gonna see, because like I said, I really like this thing and I really want it to work out. But if things don't work out, I'm gonna tell you guys if it's crap or not and whatever, So we'll see what happens this time. The temperature does seem to be climbing a little bit faster than it did before. So we'll see. Hey Siri, what time is it?
It's 2:46 a.m.
Okay, 2:46. So we're gonna see how long it takes to get to 200 this time. And like I said, full disclosure, guys, I'm not out in the wilderness somewhere. I'm not on a campground. I'm in my driveway of my house. And I took a break for about 2 hours, went inside and went to sleep, and then came back out here. It's 19 degrees. It's about 2:47 in the morning. And I turned my heaters on. I got a couple of heaters here. There's a heater there. I don't know how good you can see it. It's a really tight squeeze in here. The heater's going there. And this heater here. This little one right here. That one's going. So it's pretty comfortable in here now, even though it's 19 degrees outside. We don't have any condensation on the window because of these electric heaters. They're dry heat and they're forced air. They're bringing in the cool air from underneath the door of the back of the truck and heating it up, and it's taking the moisture out of the air. I got this window slightly open and this fan here. I turned it on for a little while for exhaust because I was afraid I might get asphyxiated in here from these fumes from the burning heater cans and whatever. So that's that. So I just want you guys to know that I am in my car, in the driveway of my house, plugged into power from the house with a cord for most of my power. The consumption and most of the power consumption is these two heaters I got going. But as far as everything else, which is really not anything, my Nexus is still going strong, but there's not much power being drawn from it. Just that little light that I got on there, that's a night light. It's solar. It comes on when it gets dark and it goes off when it gets daylight. And it's probably only about 5 volts at the most, or 5 watts, excuse me, at the most. And it's a couple of chargers I got on there, which is probably another 5 volts. 5 watts. And I got my electric blanket hooked up to it, but it's not on. I did not turn it on. I wait until about, half an hour before I decide to go to sleep before I turn that on. But I will put it on at full power. And you guys will see how much power is left on there, how long it'll still go. According to that, it'll go for 5 hours and 57 minutes with that charger and the little 5 watt night light going. So I definitely need to get new batteries, more powerful batteries for that thing, for it to actually work at its optimum capacity. But I'm not very happy with its performance, But to be fair, it's probably because those batteries are old. They're like about 3, maybe 4 years old, I use them to cut my grass and to cut my weed whacker and all that. So they've probably been cycled so many times that they're down to like 80% or something like that. Which the manufacturers say happens when they get cycled enough times. So we'll try it again with some brand new batteries that are much bigger or whatever. I plan on getting a snowblower, and I'm gonna try to get the one with the 7 watt-hour batteries. I'm gonna get 2 of those, so we'll see how that works. I might go ahead and get one of those 12 amp hour batteries, and see how that fares and whatever. Those are pretty beefy, and they'll probably do a lot better job. We'll see how it works. So, and I will let you guys know. I'll do a somewhat review on it, whatever. Like I say, people do better reviews than I do on these things and whatever. But I do real life usage, so you guys can see what it's like in real life and whatever. I'll get better at it as I go. But we'll see. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Hey Siri, what time is it?
It's 2:51 a.m.
Okay, 2:51 a.m. We got about 100 degrees on there already now. The temperature is climbing a lot faster than it did before. Top's warm to the touch, just warm. I can stand the heat, but it's heating up a lot faster than it did before. So that might have been my fault because I didn't close that door completely. So, a quick tip, guys: make sure when you put this thing in, you turn the knob on this side here that gets the grate out of the way. That grate is for when you use this thing to cook with leaves and sticks and twigs and stuff and everything. When you're using wood inside it to burn, it's a grate that it keeps ashes. It's like an ash, tray or whatever. So just make sure that that's out of the way when you're using these little propane things here. So anyway, I really hope that it was my fault and that I screwed up, and the reason why it didn't work as well as it would have. So we're gonna find out, guys. We're gonna find out. I admit to my mistakes. If I make mistakes, I'll admit to it. So, like I say, I really want this thing to work because I really like it. Like I say, this thing is beautiful. I mean, it's actually beautiful. It's got a rustic, look, and it's got these. I love the accents of this wood. It's got it on both sides. I mean, the shape of it, the way it fits, the little wood accents on the side, little wood accent over here, even on this thing here, little wood accent here, It's a beautiful little piece of furniture, man. I mean, I look at it as furniture. It's beautiful. There's my microwave back there. It looks better than my microwave, really. I really would like to replace the microwave, put the microwave inside the slide-out drawer and put that thing up there and see how that works. I don't know. It's a little tight up in there, and I can't stock anything on top of it because of the heat and whatever, so that wouldn't be practical. So this thing is definitely not something that you want to nuzzle inside your car with stuff, around the outside. The outside needs to be kept free so that it doesn't start anything on fire, because it does get warm. It gets pretty hot, as a matter of fact, and whatever, I don't think that'll make the water boil on here. But then again, I don't know. With proper use, maybe it will do it. We'll see what happens. Hey Siri, what time is it?
It's 5:21 a.m.
Hey Siri, what's the outside temperature?
It's 19 degrees outside.
Well, we're getting there, guys. It's cooking. Potatoes soft. So it's doing its thing. It smells so good, guys. Damn, it smells good. Still got plenty of flame going. Looking good. Temperature's going nicely. My eggs are cooking. The water's not boiling, but it's getting there. Man, that smells so good, guys. Wow. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Well, good morning, guys. My food is finally done. And it looks delicious. It smells delicious. Wow. Hey, Siri, What time is it?
It's 6:26 a.m.
Hey Siri, how's the weather?
It's currently clear and 19 degrees. Expect mostly cloudy skies starting in the morning. Today's high will be 37 degrees, and the low will be 19.
Well, those are the stats. But anyway, see how this tastes. Oh yeah, guys. Oh yeah. Delicious. Delicious, guys. I'm very happy with my oven. Very happy. I'm finished eating. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.